Hi, I'm reporting live from City Music. We have a special guest. It's the Martin Artist over here,
Hi.
and her name is Alarice. Welcome to City Music, Alarice.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mike.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm still alive, I guess. Just kidding. Okay, so what brings us today together is to talk about you. Only you, not me. Okay.
Really?
We'll talk about
Wow.
you. Okay, so this is my first question.
Okay.
For all those people out there who wants to know more about Alarice, so this is what we're going to do: is to introduce two guys who is the beautiful, gorgeous Alarice here. Okay, so Alarice, I heard you are a songwriter,
Yes.
composer, and
Yes.
also you sing
I sing. Yes.
beautifully. Okay,
Oh,
so
thank
now,
you.
welcome. Okay, so okay, I'm sure everybody wants to know more about you.
Okay. Well, I've loved music my whole life. But it was only when I was like a late teenager when I found out that I could actually sing. And it's a funny story how I actually people found out that I could sing or realized I could sing was when, because I was living in Australia and me and my friends, like just for fun, we like to go to karaoke on Sundays. And so we went to karaoke and my friends were like, oh my goodness, like you can sing, like you sound really nice. And I was like, really? Because my whole life I was just singing in the shower, singing in the car, but I didn't really think I had a nice voice. So I think it was from like the encouragement and affirmation from my friends that kind of encouraged me to go more into music. And then so I started learning the guitar when I was about 17. Because a friend didn't want to go to lessons alone, and she was like, "Can you come learn guitar with me?" So I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I bought myself a cheap classical guitar, and then so I started learning, and then I realized like, wow, it's easy to actually write songs when you know an instrument. So my whole like childhood teen life, I really liked writing poetry and stuff. So I just like journal. And then I realized, like, after I started learning the guitar, that I could put the melody and lyric together, and then out comes a song. And then so this is like the long story. So sorry about the long story.
No, don't worry, we enjoy it. I'm sure everybody enjoys it.
And then I made my first EP in Melbourne when I was at uni. So when I think I was like 21 or something. So and then I started just like gigging. So when you have an EP, it's kind of my very first time actually singing in public, it was at the Sydney Opera House. You heard of the Sydney Opera House?
Yeah, of course. You never. You didn't know? Okay.
Well, I was privileged because my school, we actually have like this annual music festival at the Opera House. So it's kind of like, in Harry Potter, how there's like different houses, how there's like Slytherin and I forgot what other names was, but so I had my house that I was representing, and basically word spread that this quiet Asian girl, she can sing. This quiet Asian girl. So
You quiet Asian girl? Yeah.
I
Wow.
was in Australia, and then I was like one of the few like Asians, and I was like really studious. I would be studying all the time, but then I could sing. So then it was this paradigm that people were like, oh, interesting. So they actually got me to like sing this solo for my whole house. So there was like like it was a massive choir of like I don't know 100 people or something, and then I got to sing the solo for that. And my first time singing and performing that was at the Sydney Opera House.
Was it just the guitar and you, or is it the whole band?
This was just me singing and the choir.
It's in the choir.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. No musical instruments.
Not that I can't remember actually. I think maybe there was some live music. Yeah. So yeah, that was my first time publicly. I was really nervous, but I remember like the craze back then, 10 years ago was like, DDR, which was Dance Dance Revolution. So I remember I was at the arcade with my friends before we had to sing there. So I was actually playing DDR, before I went to the opera house. And I guess I was nervous, but when it was time for me to sing, like the lights were just so bright that I couldn't even see how big the audience was. So just sang from it with. Well, I was in Australia for most of my life, like over 10 years. And before that, I was in a lot of different countries. And yeah, so now, I'm in Singapore. I don't know for how long.
For good?
Oh well, I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know, but I absolutely love Singapore. Yeah, so I know that this is a great season for me to be back. And but yeah, I don't know where the winds are gonna take me later on. So yeah.
Okay, so you have written, I'm sure you've written many songs, and you have actually produced or also called release a full album. Is that correct?
Correct. Concept. Well, like my songs, people have given me feedback that it's really kind of like freeing and just really uplifting. So, songs that I write, just stuff that I've learned in life or to do with my faith or relationships, just life stuff. But I really like the theme of encouragement and it being uplifting. So when someone hears it, that something in their spirit is just like, wow, and just free and just joyful and just yeah, but some are also like imaginative. So it's like, okay, I may not have like personally gone through this, but I can write it, like because it's how I imagined it. So yeah, that's power of imagination and creativity.
Okay, right. So
yeah, it's usually when I'm on an instrument. So either well, I'm really not good at piano, so I can only play like basic chords and stuff. So yeah, it's usually when I'm just like sitting there with my guitar, and usually the chords that I'm playing or a melody line that comes, it has a certain feel or emotion or sound to it, and from there it's like, wow, it sparks off another thing, and I'm like, wow, I can write about this theme which kind of has that feel, and so yeah, that's how it comes about. I studied business at university, so I actually haven't studied anything related to music. It's just really, I just love it, and actually I still can't even like read music to this day. I just hear and just kind of play from the heart. No, as in, like I don't think anything in life is by accident, and I don't regret like doing business or anything. In fact, I can probably incorporate the stuff that I learned or even the relationships that I built at uni. So like, you can combine everything you can learn from and everything you can take on board. So yeah. Yeah, well, every Sunday I'm in Singapore. I go to Every Nation Church, and I'm on the music team pretty much like every Sunday. And I love my music team. Like we're family, and yeah. So I'm on like pretty much like every Sunday. So I get to yeah, just sing with my band and play my guitar as well on Sundays. So I'm involved in a lot of church stuff, which is really good. Yes, well, I got my Martin OMJM. I think it was 2 years ago, and we've been best friends ever since. Yeah, so like it's actually a funny story how I walked into City Music, and I needed a new guitar because my last guitar unfortunately was broke because an airline kind of.
what was the last guitar?
Oh, it was a Maton, so it was an Australian guitar. So yeah, it's actually broke on a flight, and so I was like desperately looking for another guitar because I had all these gigs coming up, and I wanted something good as well. Like I didn't want to settle for anything. Yeah, so I walked into City Music because I know that you guys carry lots of Martins, and then so I just spent like the longest time in the store, just like trying all these different Martins. And as soon as I just strummed the first chord of my current OMJM, like I was like, it's like the love at first sight kind of thing. It was like love at first sound kind of thing, where I just like I played that one chord, and I was like, wow, it sounds amazing. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Like it's so natural sounding. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like the warmth of it, but it's not too warm either. It's um, yeah, it's just and it totally like suits like my style of music as well. And yeah, so I just like love the sound. It's like just the right balance.
So you tried many of the Martin guitars here, and then this is what you actually found that this is like the wow in you, I mean, with you. And
The sound was like really like wow, like I must have this guitar after I played the first chord. Yeah, and I like the OM style as well. It's like it's just the right size for me as well. Because one of my favorite singer songwriters uses a Martin.
and who would that be?
I'm a big fan of this Kiwi artist called Brooke Fraser, and I know she uses the Martin. I think the Eric Clapton one. I forgot which model. Anyway, so I mean, Martin is just like so reputable. The brand is, and so yeah, it's a different sound to the Taylor as well. It's like a lot more warm, which I think just suits my style of music. Yeah.
It's very personal. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's a great brand. So I'm blessed to have Martin. Of course.
You want to upgrade further to a better, more better model or something?
We'll see, but I'm happy. I'm happy with my OMJM for now. Yeah. Okay, what I love about my OMJM. Okay, like I love the sound when it's not plugged in, and the acoustic sound of it is just amazing. And the cool thing about it is when I play live and I do plug it in, I've gotten a lot of feedback from like sound guys, everything. They're like, "Whoa, your guitar sounds amazing. I don't even have to EQ it." Yeah, so it sounds the same, like when I'm just playing my bedroom and when it's live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm very sure of that because usually, we are not sound engineers, or you're not sound engineers. We are not trained, but we just want to go out on stage and perform, and you want to get good sound from there. So this is easy, just plug and go.
So the tone and the balance of the sound is just already top notch. I love
It's amazing. Okay.
I mean, like the sound, I can just play like a chord for you. I don't know, it's just like, just love like the balance of the sound. The neck is just easy to move on and play. Just the size of it is just completely just suits.
Yeah, I guess when I hear that, it's like for a small, it sits you well in with you, and then it sounds huge with the size. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's everything that I like about it. The only thing about it is because it's so precious to me. It's like I get a little bit scared when I travel with it because it's like I really hope the airline is taking good care of it. Yeah. Well, okay. First, it starts because you have to have a passion for Martins, I guess, which I love. I love my Martin. And also, yeah, because I'm a singer-songwriter. I write all my songs on my Martin. I'm always playing with my Martin live for the acoustic sound, and I'm just really good friends with you guys from City Music.
Good friends with you, with us.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm glad they asked me to represent Martin. I'm more than happy to. I mean, I love the brand, everything that it stands for, and yeah, it's totally what I stand for too. So.
Okay, so maybe you can share with us, a song or something, so everybody can hear the beautiful voice of yours and the amazing guitar that you have with us here. So, Alarice, take it away.
Okay, I'll share with you a new song, like brand new song. So it's like not even on any record. It's called "The Kingdom," and this song, like I wrote it because it first started with a feeling. So the feeling is, when you, it's what I call a coming home feeling. So it's like, when you come home, but I'm not talking about, just back home to your house or your HDB flat or like, just that coming home. It's deeper than that. It's like when you have that feeling like, whoa, this is like exactly where I need to be. This is exactly where I belong. That kind of feeling. like with your whole being, like being accepted and being, yeah. So that kind of feeling was how I first started with this song. So yeah, this is how it goes. The wind blows here, and suddenly I find myself at a coming of an age, of a destiny prepared before the coming of the dawn. Yeah. I'm coming home to a place where I know I belong, in the dwelling of your keep, where my soul that was asleep is now awakened by the drum. Yeah. What was slumbered is now awake in this hour. Ancient gates open up. What was broken is now made a new creation. It's here. I find that I've the time has come when my soul will find its rest in the one, in a place I have not seen, to a home I have not been, for it is written in my heart. Yeah. Now come alive, all your daughters and your sons. Arise to take the kingdom here. All authority is given to fight for what is right. Yeah. What was slumbered is now awake in this hour. Ancient gates open up. What was broken is now made a new creation. It's here. I find that I've awake my soul, awake my soul, awake my soul to the calling. Yeah. Awake my soul, awake my soul, awake my soul to the calling. What was slumbered is now awake in this hour. Ancient gates open up. What was broken is now made a new creation. It's here. I find it's here. I find it's here. I find that I've
It was a beautiful song, Alarice. So you're welcome. And okay, so I guess the end of the interview. So on behalf of City Music, I would like to thank you so much for being here with us. And as I'm so glad to have you around here. And then, any last words that you're gonna tell everyone here?
check out Martin's if you're looking for a guitar. Yeah, it's the bomb. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it. So see you guys again.